That's it. We're on. We are fucking on. Right. I've already recorded this once. Yeah. So long. For some reason it didn't work. It just came up with some weird like error codes. But so I'm recording it again, basically. But I'm gonna do a bit of a simplified version just because I can't bother to do this again. Basically on ES and NQ we swept these daily lows over here. Yeah. So I was basically looking for some sort of break of structure back to the upside, just because we've been really bearish over the past, couple weeks, and couple months actually. So basically, when I started to see that we were breaking structure on the 4 hour and the hour, that's when I decided I wanted to start looking in for buys. I was basically in the van all day. I was in the van all day. I was working up in London, so yeah, I was basically not doing a lot until we got to where we were getting to, which is why I was able to pull some bangers. So yeah, so straight into it. So basically, yeah, like I said, swept daily liquidity. So swept daily liquidity a couple of days. It wasn't today, but we shifted structure up on the 4 hour, as you can see here. So we swept. No, that's wrong. Yeah, so we swept it here, and we also swept here as well. We then broke this structure here, moving to the upside. We had this liquidity points here, and this liquidity up here, and this liquidity up here, which I think we're gonna reach in later dates, not now, but later dates. As you see, I've got the chart executions on just to show you that I'm not bullshitting. So yeah, we'll get straight into it. So what I saw was, I obviously saw, well, these legs up here. I saw this fair value gap get respected along the break of structure, causing my bias to the upside. That's the word I was looking for, bias, because I haven't said that at all yet. So we swept liquidity here, broke structure here. Okay, broke structure here. Here we are. Right, broke structure here, nice solid moves up to the upside, leaving imbalances. Obviously we came here, respected this imbalance, moved up. I didn't get into that one though, obviously. But what I liked here was that we swept 1 minute liquidity here, as I can show you right. That's the one thing I hate about doing this. The time frame never sits exactly like where I left off. So basically, yeah, we saw a sweep of liquidity here, which is, the first thing I kind of look for, apart from high time frame bias. Break of structure, we had a nice 5 minute fair value gap here, sorry. And I basically just entered in the middle of that fair value gap, just because I like the setup and I was targeting liquidity up a bit higher. I was actually targeting here, but I was in pretty decent profit, so I didn't take out there, just in case it came back down. But as you can see, it fucking went all the way. So yeah, that was the first trade. And second one was bait, pretty much the exact same thing. However, I just entered on, I basically re-entered because we broke the same structure of continuing the trend. I entered on this breaker block here, and I basically waited for it to reject a couple times here, and then that was it. Boom, I put my entry in. I did have my stops here, but like I said, yeah, get a bit psychology is a bit mad, just because I like to secure profit basically, which is why I did it. So that was the first 2 trades, right? They went pretty well. I then obviously done what I needed to do, and I was on the way back, which is where I caught these little bangers here as well. Not as big as the first trades, but just a little something. Where we at? Right here. Okay, cool. Same thing here, right? We saw this big push down at pre-New York. This big push down. We had this 5-minute fair value gap here with some liquidity resting above here and liquidity here. We also had this trendline liquidity up here as well, right? So that's basically what I was aiming for. I saw a sweep. So I saw a sweep here, and we was in a 4-hour fair value gap as well, and it looks like it's still respecting it actually. So that could be another good sign that we're still continuing upwards, just because of this 4-hour fair value gap here. After that, same thing, literally exact same model as last time. I saw, right here, you can come in. I saw this same here, look, sweep of liquidity right here, template, sweep of liquidity, and we broke this structure on the 32nd. I know it's a bit ballsy, but yeah, I did trade on the 30-second chart on the way back, just because if you have the time, then might as well do it. Look, sweep of liquidity here, break a structure, nice big imbalance here because we had a strong move up to the upside, targeting this liquidity here and this liquidity up here, and I entered on this 30-second fair value gap with my stops just below this candle here. You can see we didn't hit it fully, but like I said, I wanted to take profit. Again, catching the continuation on the trend. I saw another break of structure in the same trend, and I saw this imbalance here, which is why I entered again. But yeah, I was in decent profit for the day, so I didn't want to trade anymore. And plus, on Top Step, you can only do a certain amount in a day. So yeah.